Welcome to the Ballroom Dance channel. We are a worldwide community of ballroom dancers who meet here every day to chat all things ballroom dance. Before I dive into this crazy story today, guys, let me know what you are most interested in learning about. Do you like the crazy in-studio drama stories, the Blackpool stories? Do you like the general observation of politics? Tips for how to save money? I have no idea, because yesterday I posted a video on something of great interest to me and I got hardly any views. So please give me a shout out in the comments and tell me what you're most interested in hearing about. Okay, let's dive in. For those of you who are new to my channel, I owned the largest ballroom dance studio in the United States for over 15 years. And in that time, some crazy stuff went down, which is inevitable when you're dealing with thousands of clients and over 30 staff at any given time, some very long-term, some in and out. Well, here's a humdinger for you. I'll refer to this person as the pit viper. Okay, so someone comes to my studio and begs me to work there. They have complaints about their previous studio, which, knowing the situation at that studio, seemed legitimate and would definitely not repeat at my studio. They complained about having no front desk staff, equipment that didn't work, yada, yada, yada. I get it. So called around. That other studio that he was currently at never called me back. Don't know why, but I did have a couple friends with studios around the country who had heard of this guy. And a dear friend of mine, former world champion, said to me, you know what, Sunny? In a nutshell, he's an excellent teacher and the students love him, but he's very hard on the owners. And he's like, and I don't know how that goes down because he's never worked for me. I'm like, okay, well, I want to give someone the benefit of the doubt. And I have a thick skin. As long as the students like him and he produces beautiful dancing, that's fabulous. Yeah, well, that's not what happened. I let him come in and I just started to see little warning signs, okay? So I had some very specific rules in place, many, because when you're dealing with so many staff and students, you have to have an organization in place. I always had someone at the front desk managing the studio so that anytime a teacher came in to teach, they could track how many hours they taught, they could charge them their floor fees for the day, etc. Well, I did come in and find him breaking some smaller rules. For example, when we have other teachers there, we're trying to logically assign space. For example, okay, well, we need the Latin dancers in this room because you're both working on cha-cha, whatever. I know you know the rules and you know exactly what you're doing, but I'm also charging minimal floor fees, paying as much as I can to provide a beautiful environment. Oh, Lord love the deck. It gets better. Well, fast forward to the bombshell that's about to happen. I came to the front desk and I was like, oh, can I see your shift report? And there was no floor fees for this person. And I had seen him there earlier teaching, like I knew he was there. And I'm like, well, did you forget to collect his floor fees? That's really weird. Like you both forgot. She's like, oh no, he told me I'm not allowed to. He'll only allow this one specific staff person out of like 6 front desk staff I had to calculate his floor fees. He says she's the only one that's competent to do it. Okay, I'm no dummy. Something's real sus here. How is she competent to do it if she's not there to even collect the check or see what he's actually doing? So Mama does a little R&D because unbeknownst to any of these people, that place is crawling with security cameras. So something to be said for hedging your bets. I count how many hours he taught that week. And then I look at the floor fees that this admin person collected night and day. The dude's stealing floor fees. So I did kick him out and then immediately, tip of the iceberg. If someone has a character flaw, it tends to run real deep. And unfortunately, that can sink the Titanic. And my studio was the proverbial Titanic of ballroom dancing in my area. I'm like, oh Lord, how bad does this get? Yeah, it gets worse. Well, that same front desk gal was the very first one that I interviewed. Like, okay, what's going on here? I have this on the cameras, this, that, and the other. And she's like, I'm sorry, I was undercharging him. And He asked for all of your business info. She gave him all of my financial records, went into my office at night and stole all that stuff. She gave him all of my client lists from the studio, like thousands of emails and addresses. She stole from my office after hours because she had a key, none of the teachers did, and handed it over. And I'm like, what in the Lord's name possessed you to do that? She's like, well, he was so nice to me and he took me to parties after work and I felt like he's my friend and he promised me he was going to open a studio and I'm going to get to be the new manager, because we did have managers in my studio and she wasn't the manager. Frankly, I would have never hired her as manager, and her behavior proves I had great judgment. Anyway, I interviewed lots of other people, and oh my goodness gracious, guys, this guy was off the chain wacko. He talked smack about all the instructors there, especially the skilled ones. He was particularly on the rampage against another championship level pro there. Now, in retrospect, I think it's because that particular pro was more internationally known and had been on Dancing with the Stars in a couple other countries. I think he was just intimidated. And sometimes, forgive me, men, but you tend to be the ones that are more prone to that bravado, and I'm the bull, and there's only one bull allowed in my china shop. So warning, studio owners, when you hire multiple championship level men, pull out your popcorn. We don't know what's going to happen. Well, he was a complete jerk to so many people there. I found out from students that they would take from another teacher. He would show up to their workplace and scream in their face. Rage-filled wackadoodle. Cleaning lady. I mean, I interviewed everyone, guys. She's in the men's room cleaning, and this jerk walks in, spread eagle, drops trowel right in front of her and pees in the urinal when she's in the next one cleaning it. Who does that? So in a nutshell, to my studio owner friends out there, you know what? If you see a cancer in your studio, don't make decisions based on greed or fear that you're going to go under or their threats. Oh, speaking of threats, when I did kick him out, he's like, I'm going to bury you. You are nothing. Like screaming, rage filled in my face. My manager's there in the room with me because I need a witness when someone's crazy. And she's crying, so upset by thinking he's going to attack me. And when he left, she's like, how did you stay so calm? And I'm like, honestly, I was having a hard time not chuckling. And I know when someone's that cray-cray, I'm just going to further incite rage if I do anything other than, oh, I understand. And so when I'm talking to him and he's just like berating me about how horrible I am of a studio owner, how horrible a dancer I am, I'm like, oh, that's great. You have such a good sense of self-confidence. I'm sure you'll be a much better studio owner than me, even though I knew the dude had gone under from one studio opened somewhere else in the country. He was out of business in a year, sucked. Everyone hated him. Well, sure enough, he bamboozled one of his students to bankrolling a studio for him. And he did solicit all of my clients. And you know what? He didn't get a single one. Don't waste your time. You can't sell people a dance lesson as a teacher. They come to you because they want what you have to offer. Well, sure enough, he not only completely ghosted the girl that handed him financials and my client records, never spoke to her again. He hired, however that situation was exactly, I don't know, the lady who bankrolled this studio to be his front desk person. So she got fired by me. She got ghosted by him, never got this promised manager job. He never took her to a party and wouldn't even pick up the phone. Well, fast forward, like a year later, that studio goes under too, and he leaves town in the dead of night, and he leaves that lady, his student, holding the bag with an empty dance studio and a lease in her name. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. I'm telling you, just because someone's a championship level dancer does not make them a person of integrity. And they can be the most charming to your face and be a pit viper behind your back. So anyway, hope you found that to be entertaining. I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some more things ballroom dance. And question for you, if you're subscribed and you get a little notification for the daily topics I post on, because they're all quite different, Tell me, were you just not interested in the megastars that were once dancers and dance teachers and stuff? I'm just wondering if there's some sort of glitch in the YouTube matrix algorithm, or if not, tell me what you want to hear about. Okay, guys, have an awesome, happy ballroom dancing day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Doodles.